I just wanted to ask, like, is anyone happy for a very specific reason of late? Like, had a kid, built a house, ex got divorced. That's a legit reason, right? I once asked it at a show, a guy raised his hand, he was like, hey, I got divorced. And honestly, he's the happiest guy I ever met in my entire life. No, I am asking about happiness and all because I am very happy of late. Because I recently completed a 3 years long pending EMI for a personal loan of 10 lakh rupees. Yeah, go for it, ma'am. I don't care if you don't laugh at the jokes. Right now I feel like Virat Kohli winning World Cup for India. Best achievement of my life, I'm telling you. Like, I will tell you why I got this loan in the first place, okay? Around 3.5 years back, I wanted to get an iPhone. No, ma'am, the loan was not for the iPhone. It's like, what an idiot gets an iPhone for 10 lakhs. Not that stupid also. So I wanted to get an iPhone, so I went to my mom. I told her, I'm planning to get an iPhone. Can I please? You know, I had the money. I just didn't have the confidence to buy it on my own. You know, back then I was a strong and independent mama's boy. If that is a tagline for Indian men, that should be it, right? Strong and independent mama's boy. Ma'am, you seem to agree to it way too much. I have a tagline for Indian women as well. Do you want to listen to that? The tagline is, the mammas. No, just logically speaking, if there are so many mammas boys, where are the mammas of those mammas boys? That's all I'm saying. Like, sometimes I'll get things, but I won't have the confidence to use them. Ever been in that situation? Especially when you just start earning, right? I still remember my first salary, I got a pair of Levi's jeans, which I didn't use for the next 6 months. Because the worst thing about wearing a Levi's jean is just before that you have to wear your Rupa underwear. And you realize I need at least a jockey to deserve this Levi's, man. Can't progress in life directly also, right? Step by step. Or rather, layer by layer. That's how we progress. Like, so that's what happened. I asked this to my mom and she was like, Navin, don't get it. It's expensive. It's not worth the money. And I was also like, okay, cool. But the problem is, a week later, she came back to me. And she was like, Navin, we are planning to get a car for your father. Your father will take care of the down payment. You have to take a loan for the remaining amount, pay it back and prove that you're a great son. And I was like, I'm not even trying to prove that I'm a good son here. What is this unrealistic expectation you have? And then she was like, no, Navin, if you get this car, they are giving 2 iPhones for free. Yeah, you can take one, your father will take one. We'll become an iPhone family. And that is when I started staying hungry, staying foolish. You know, of all the ways I could get an iPhone in India, I thought this must be the best way. 3 ways to get an iPhone: Flipkart, Amazon, Honda, Amazon. That's what I thought. I fell for the trap, got the loan. My father took care of the down payment as promised. The entire 15,000 rupees. That's how they cheat you, right? They show you a photo, they are like, hey, pay rupees 3,000 only and start owning this 8 BHK river-facing bungalow. And you're like, bro, that is Taj Mahal, bro. And you check your wallet, you get cocky. You're like, what, 3,000? I have 3,200 in there. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. And they're like, yeah, you can buy it, but you will never own it. That's how loans work in India. I fell for the trap. I got the loan. The next 3 years was the most difficult period in my entire life. You know, because the first of every month I will get a message from my bank that says, hey Navin, your salary of rupees 27,000 has been credited in your account. And immediately I will get another message that says, hey Navin, your EMI of rupees 33,000 has been credited from your account. And the worst thing is, both these messages will come to the same iPhone. Which will run out of memory for receiving text messages. Dude, that's how they scam me. It wasn't even a recent version of iPhone. It was actually iPhone 1. Like, not the first version. It was the first iPhone ever made. Steve Jobs himself made it and said like, yeah, let's scam Navin with this. 3 years, very difficult, man. I couldn't quit my job. I couldn't travel anywhere. Never got the jockey underwear. Stayed with Rupa forever, But then, like, after 3 years, this Jan, I paid off my final EMI. And I was so happy and overwhelmed. The next day, I went and quit my job. Yeah, I was like, I don't want this shit anymore. I'll be a strong, dependent mama's boyfriend. Get some pocket money whenever I want, right? Like, quit my job, started traveling, went to the Himalayas to chill for a month, and I burnt all my money there. Not literally burn it like the lighter or something. I smoked it up rather. Kasol and Malana, what else do you do, right? Like, and then came back to Bangalore, like, I was very happy doing comedy, like, first week of March. And then I got a call from a random number. A girl with a very sweet voice was like, "Hi sir, we are calling from HDFC. You haven't paid your February EMI yet." And I was like, "But my EMI was over in January." And she was like, "Sir, who told you that?" That is when I realized that I told myself that my EMI was over. 3 years is a long time. I fucked up. I forgot. I missed there was another EMI. I calculated it like my 10th standard math exam. You remember whenever the sum is complicated, you write LHS equal to RHS, hence proved, thinking no one will ever find out. I did it with my life. Thinking no one will ever find out. STFC people are cruel. She was like, "Sir, you have to pay it immediately." And I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't have the money. I need at least 2 weeks to pay this back." And she was like, "Sir, if you take 2 weeks, your CIBIL score will go low and you might not be able to take another loan." Right? And that is when I took it seriously. I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I said 2 weeks. Now I'm going to take 2 months to pay this back." Because whatever the CBSE score you're talking about, I want it to go so low that I never get another loan in my entire fucking life. I don't have the self-control. I need such life hacks to protect me from myself. And then she was like, "Sir, if you take 2 months and all, like, we have to send you a court notice." And that annoyed me as well. How did it suddenly escalate from a number to suddenly me being in jail? Is there a middle ground somewhere? "No, I'll pay it in a month. No, until then you can take the car away. No, if you want, you can take the father also away." Dude, that's the worst part. It's been 3 years, he still doesn't know how to drive that car. This is the most expensive showcase item at my place. Every time he sits in the car to drive, he's like, "Navin, there is no third gear in this." I'm like, "This is an automatic vehicle. There will never be a third gear." And that's not the only problem, right? I don't mind getting a court notice. I don't even mind going to the jail. But my problem is, as a comedian in this country, if I ever get arrested, I at least want it to be for a joke, right? I don't want the newspaper headlines to read "comedian in prison for not paying EMI on time." You guys will read the news, you'll be like, "I went for his show, what? Too." Should find better comedians, man. But yeah, I paid off the EMI in a month. I had to sell the iPhone though. Not mine, my father's. Sold the iPhone, paid off the EMI. I went to him and I told him, "Appa, now you are not a good father, you are a great father."